Once upon a time, there was a man named Jigaboogie, but his friends called him Steve, so I'm just gonna go ahead and call him Steve as well. Anyway, Steve made a living out of cutting trees until one day he got so tired of his job and living in the town of Taverley that he decided to move to Falador for the woman, alcohol, money, and the occasional man. He tried to cross the border, but was told he could not cross without a green card. So he crossed the border legally. Once in Falador, he went straight to the bar as he grabbed a nice cold one, and there he began flirting with the bartender. After a brief conversation, he asked the bartender for her number, so she gave him her number, but as soon as Steve left, he realized that 911 wasn't her number. Steve then decided that he needed some money because he was very hungry and he needed money to buy some food. So he tried to pickpocket a guard, but being the dumbass that he is, Steve got caught as he tried to pickpocket the guard from his front pockets. The guard shouted, "Thief!" So Steve ran away and shouted, "Child molester, child molester." Steve ran for miles and miles until he arrived at the Buddhist temple. Inside, the Buddhists were meditating, to which Steve thought they were praying, so Steve got on his knees and recited a prayer. He said, "Michael Jackson, I mean Santa Claus, I mean Buddha. Before I continue, let's make one thing very clear. I don't like you, and you don't like me. But let's just put that aside for now. I'm in search of money. Can you help me?" Steve got no answer until a monk came and said, "Take that wine over there, and you will receive money." Steve then figured out that it was just a man dressed up as a monk trying to scam him, as he found out that his name was Kissyboo328. So Steve backed away from him and shouted, "Screw you! Rune HQ said not to take it or Santa's elves will attack me." Steve then ran away, where he arrived at the home of the goblins, Goblin Village. Intrigued, Steve entered and met with the king. Steve didn't realize who the man he was talking to was the king, and just said, "Mr. Jonas Brothers, I need money. Help me." The king replied, "I am not the Jonas brother. I am a man, but I'll help you." The king gave Steve some money, as Steve went to go buy some food, leaving the king to saying one thing, "I left Kazakhstan for this."